All right, so you guys want to know who's going to be the dark horses from last night's fights? I'm glad you asked. The biggest dark horse from last night's fights that I saw is going to be Zachary Reese. This dude came in, uppercutted within 20 seconds. His motion was so unorthodox and cool that Marquez didn't see it coming even a little bit. He's got a really weak division right now. I honestly think he could be in the top 3. Let's see real quick. So he's in the middleweight division. We got DDP. I don't think he could hang with DDP quite yet, but we haven't seen enough out of him. Izzy as well, and Sean Strickland. But when you get to the third spot, like Robert Whitaker, he's aging like milk right now. We saw Jared Cannonier not do so great in his last fight. He looked good. He had a chance. Jason stopped it way too early, but Imavov was still better towards the end. I'm not gonna lie to you. He could have got tired, but Cannonier he's fallen behind. Vettori, he couldn't beat Cannonier, and he's never gonna make top 3. I believe. I think he's gonna stay there or start fading. Brendan Allen, I don't see it. I think Imavov's gonna go above him, and so on. But I think that Zachary Reese could fit in here. I'm not too sure about some of his other skills. He's got hands right now. I hope it transfers when he faces a stronger opponent. This guy I could definitely see in the top 3 though, so keep your eyes on Zach Reese. Next up we got Brad Katona. Honestly, I underrated Brad. He's gotten much better. Solid dude, extremely fit, so well-rounded, he's a sphere. And he'll definitely be in the top 5, if not more. He's settled down a lot better. And let's see here. He's in the bantamweight division, so I believe that's Sean O'Malley's division. And we got Merab, Corey, Peter Yan, Marlon Vera. I think he could beat Vera, honestly. I think he could with enough work. Vera's pretty one-dimensional, and if you don't get caught with that leg kick, or I don't know, if you can avoid the striking in certain ways, you could beat him. And O'Malley figured that out, and I think Vera's hit his ceiling right now. Cejudo, I think he's fading quite a lot. Figueiredo's old, things like that. So I do believe that Brad Katona, we're going to see him in the top 3. A top 5 for sure, but most likely top 3. And honestly, he has, and also with both Zach Reese and Brad, I see championship material out of both of them. I really do. The next one, we got Ludwig Klein as the number 3 dark horse from last night's fights. Klein looks great. He's probably juiced up a little bit, but he's one of these European dudes who's either going to knock you out or look like a goofball. And sometimes these guys fall off a cliff, like Volkan No Time Ozdemir. He fell off a cliff. I thought that dude was going to be great, and then he fell off a cliff. But I think this guy could be top 5, top 6 material. He's got great power, awesome strikes, and really important with a guy like that, he's got takedown defense like none other. So I think we could see this guy in the top 5, top 6. He is, let's see. Okay, lightweight. See, he ain't going to beat Islam. He is not going to beat Islam. He's not going to beat Arman. I don't think he could beat Oliveira. Oliveira would choke him out. Justin Gaethje. How is Justin Gaethje above Dustin Poirier? Honestly, these rankings are trash. And the fact that it's media members and not paid people from the UFC, trash. Just shows that Dana White just wants to save $1. And Dustin Poirier, he'll probably retire before he ever gets the shot to fight somebody like that. Gamrot sucks. Super one-dimensional, overrated. Honestly, I think Chandler's better than Gamrot, but whatever. Dariush is old. Fiziev is overrated. Max Holloway is pretty good in that division, I'm saying. But I just think that he's going to hit a ceiling around top 5. It's too top heavy. Those people are way too good, way too well-rounded, and they're not going to get hit with those same type of shots that he provides. But keep your eyes on Ludwig Klein. He's a great fighter. Carlos Prates, sick kickboxing, pretty one-dimensional, honestly, pretty one-dimensional. Good at keeping it on the feet. And let's see here. So he's going to be facing off against people like Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman, Bilal Muhammad. He ain't going to beat them. He's too one-dimensional. They got the wrestling. You think he's gonna stand against Shavkat? Shavkat would make him look like a little kid. So I just don't see it, to be honest with you. But we'll see. I think he's gonna hit his ceiling as a top tier striker, and we could see him in the possibly top 10. And then the last true dark horse, and honestly, this guy's not a dark horse. We all know this dude's going to be good. It's Rosas Jr. All jokes aside, he's started way too young compared to everybody else, and it's going to make him more of a prodigy. And he has so much time right now to still develop, and I think he's going to be a future champ. He's got nothing to lose, and we'll definitely see him in the top 3 eventually. We just need to get his striking down a little bit better. I think that if he built himself up, honestly, within the next couple years, he's going to take out O'Malley. O'Malley's pretty one-dimensional, to be honest. He's just a striker, takedown defense, pretends he's a grappler whenever he gets in these grappling tournaments, but he's not. He's a striker. And it's something like with the muscles, and then you got, I'm sure there's anomalies in everything. Like we got like Bo Jackson and things like that. But once you put your muscles towards one thing, it's just harder for your muscles to do something else. Like Michael Jordan playing baseball and things like that. It's just hard to reach that pinnacle once you've reached a pinnacle in something else. And pitchers aren't great hitters and things like that. The muscles just work weird like that, and so does the brain. But I just think that Rosas is more well-rounded. He's great everywhere. He's not excellent. He's excellent at choking you out and things like that. But I just think he's going to be more well-rounded than somebody like O'Malley by the time he gets there. And then honorable mention, I just want to say Reyes. Congratulations on that fight. It was awesome to see him win. He's a great fighter. I think that we should put him against somebody. If you want to go all the way up, we could go to somebody like Anthony Smith. And in fact, I was like, man, should he cut the 20 pounds and go down? But I don't think he can. I don't think he's ever going to be ripped or anything like that, but I don't think he can cut that weight. But if you put him against somebody like Johnny Walker, I think he's knocking out Johnny Walker. I really do. Somebody like Ozdemir, Anthony Smith, Minifield, he'll mess up Minifield, dude. Let's put him against him right away. If he avoids that bomb, he could take him out. I'd feel comfortable with somebody like Ozdemir and Johnny Walker for him. Johnny Walker would probably be my favorite for him to fight. But somebody in the top 7. And that's it. Enjoy, you guys. Keep an eye on all these guys, and I think that we'll see some future champs one day.